Kicking off the Astoundingly Awesome Tales is of course issue 1. This provides a really unique bonus of 1 HP regeneration per minute. Now, it mightn't seem like an awful lot, but if you consider maybe 1,000 hours into Fallout, it's probably one that you want to pick up right and early. It will, over time as you're exploring, just get your health pool back to normal. Unlock the terminal in order to gain access to the mayoral shelter. If you want to know where it is, of course, we are just at the left-hand side of the map, south in Yucca-Cola Transit, near Fort Hagen. Let's go in and get this magazine. The lore of this bunker is quite funny because obviously the mayor was not a very liked person, and the public, who weren't too happy with him at the time, broke into the bunker, smashing through all of the military and all of the security. So, once we get inside, there's an elevator and an army of synths. If you're really unlucky, there's also a Deathclaw in part of the bunker. We won't be exploring him, but he is something to be careful of. Once we're in, we can just jog our entire way down here to the left-hand side. I've done this run a few times, so I should get the direction correct. Yep, into the kitchen, take a left here into what appears to be some sort of living room, and then down here to the right, boom, steamer trunk, you know you're in the right room. We'll pick up the issue 1 called My Brain and I, A Twisted Love Tale. Really cool art. And as you can see, the regeneration of 1 point per health every minute. Again, pretty good. Alright, let's go get issue 2. Arriving at our next destination is the Coast Guard Pier. This is located down at the southern part of the map, close to the likes of the broadcast station and Egret Tours Marina. We will want to go into the lower level, and you will have to open an expert locked door in order to gain access to this comic. Once you do, you can nip on in and take it, meaning that all of your scoped weapons do 5% extra damage, which when taken early and with certain builds is an absolute delight. The issue, of course, being called the Starlet Sniper. Awesome, let's go get issue 3. Next up is Dunwich Boars. This is at the top right corner of the map, close to the town of Salem and Kingsport Lighthouse, all those class places. Now, this is deep into the mine. I know a lot of people don't particularly like exploring Dunwich, and there is a reason for that. Now, if we just hop on down, we'll begin the journey. Now, of course, picking up this book is recommended when you're just clearing out the entire location. But then again, if you just want to go to Station 3 and not venture any further, you can pick up the book. And as this is the ultimate guide, we will be doing the entire rundown to it, just to help any newcomers and people who may not be too familiar with this game. I want to make sure everyone knows how to get these magazines. So this is Station 2. I should have pointed out Station 1 earlier, but it doesn't matter too much. We just want to keep on chugging. And, of course, it gets really creepy and really eerie. It's probably top 3 creepiest places in the Fallout franchise is Dunwich Boars, for me at least. Let me know in the comments if you think there's anywhere creepier than this. Bedlam has the comic sitting over here on her workbench. Once you open it up, it is Attack of the Metal Men, and you can see you take 5% less damage from robots, which, again, all adds up over time. Right, let's go get issue 4. Next up, we're at good old Hubris Comics, located deep in Boston here, next to the likes of the Boston Common and Swans Pond. If you go east from Diamond City, it'll be pretty easy to find. Let's head on in. Admittedly, most people probably come here for the likes of Grognick's axe, or you might be here for the Silver Shroud gear, which all these things are brilliant. But when I come here, I want the Astoundingly Awesome Tales because it deals a whopping 5% extra damage to aliens, which to me is all I want. So let's head on into the Star Actors room and you can find the tales. Now, the Alien Blaster, of course, can be found at the Alien Crash site. That is, I may as well actually show you on the map whilst we're here. Whoa, blinded almost. It is just east of Uberland Station. After you reach level 20, you'll be able to get the blaster. Right, let's go get issue 5. Pickman's Gallery is up next. This place is located not too far away from Hubris Comics, northeast, close to the Old North Church. So if you're doing any railroad quests, you'll be all aware of this site. whilst the raiders are getting pretty much slaughtered by all the Pickman's traps, I'm going to show you the exact route that you'll have to take. Now, you could open the master lock door where the raiders are trying to batter it down, but usually you'd be best just hopping down here because they're going to open it up anyway for us. In order to get out, we won't even be exiting that way. So once you find yourself in this room, you're pretty much on the right path. Now, you will hear someone shout Pickman an enormous amount of times, and the moment I find that guy, I just want to blow his brains out. So that's he's target number 1 for me. Right, let's hop on down and continue through this. Want to climb up onto that pipe there in a wee second. Let's loop back round. It is a wee bit of a maze at times, but once you've been through it once or twice, I've been doing like a bobblehead guide recently for this, so it's it gets easier. Much easier. The comic itself is located in the last room that you come across. So again, it's just all a bit of a gauntlet run to Pickman. I can't remember the exact bonus that you get from this awesome Tales, but I'm sure we're about to find out as we close in on Pickman. Let's go. Wow, I actually forgot how... There he is. Well, boys, yous are all, taking care of that. We can see what bonus we get. 5+ to poison resistance. And this one is the Mad Russian's Revenge. What a depiction. Burr with armor, missiles, and a crazy Russian with vodka, and a Usaka hat. It's pretty good. Alright, let's go get issue 6, where things get a little easier. It's Skylanes flight something. It's up here. 1981. Let's go. Once you're at the wreckage of Skylanes flight, you'll just want to head straight across. Not that way, because I forgot that it often collapses. We'll climb up the metal here and we'll go to the rear of the plane, or well, the front of it, where you can find it in the bathroom. Do 5% extra damage against Marlurk's attack of the Fishmen. Although that looks closer to the Lake Lurk, but we'll say less. Pretty awesome thing, because, you know, any bonus to attack those Marlurks it's a great bonus by all standards. So, let's head up just slightly north to Outpost Zimonja, where we can find our next comic. The outpost is heavily guarded, and you will have to take out quite a number of raiders in order to gain access to this. Plus, Boomer is a bit of a problem as well. Once you do, though, you do get the workshop, and you get this. The Sinister Seafood Strikes, Deep Sea Terror. Do 5% extra damage at night. Well, I normally play during the day, but if you were doing a certain themed run, or, you know, it happens to be nighttime, you'll at least gain that 5% for the rest of the game. Right, on to issue 8. Park Street Station is up next. In the Boston Common, it, of course, contains Vault 114 and Nick Valentine, as well as an army of Triggermen, so this should be good fun. The book itself is located in the living quarters of the vault. Now, all we have to do is get our way there, and we'll break into a bit of a sprint, going down into the subway, and you actually hear a lot of interesting dialogue between the Triggermen when you are in this sort of ghost mode that I am currently in. It's amazing. It's a lot of dialogue that we probably never would hear unless you were doing a super stealthy run. It would just go completely past you. But when I'm doing my 100% 100% completion run, it is going to be a host of fun. Right, let's go. Once when I'm completing these types of places, let's open this vault door. Do you know, I was going to skip the cinematic, but let's face it, the cinematic of this is just awesome. And if you're here for the book, you'd have probably skipped to the part of the book anyway. But I just love it. Look at that. Really reminds you why you want to play the game. Yeah, and then I end up sprinting past the bridge regardless. This place also has one of the largest quantities of concrete in the game. Little fun fact, if you're doing a wee bit of settlement building and it's something you are after, well, you know exactly where to go. And then these guys are always talking about why they built the vault out of the subway, but, you know, I suppose in some regards it was a smart enough move. Was I smart in this oh yeah, I could jump up. Good. Down we go. And we can just... It's a far wee maze, this. Into the vault we go. One of my favourite scenes when you meet Nick Valentine, and of course you have to fight Dino, or Dino, whichever one you want to, whatever way you would like to pronounce it. The book itself is located in the residential quarters, so we'll have to jump by all this and then head straight on upstairs. And this one normally catches even me completely off guard because of where it's sitting. Right here by the burning candles. Because everything's so pearly white, but you gain 5 action points, and I've been told these are completely permanent, so, you know, that ain't a bad pickup anyway. The man who could stop time, so obviously giving a wee bit of an idea to the mysterious stranger, and you can see the way the comic's drawn. Yeah, sometime. Alright, let's head on, get our next issue. Next up, we've got the Old North Church and obviously the Railroad HQ within. Once you complete the Freedom Trail questline and you enter the building, then be sure to type out Railroad on the little keypad. You have a wee chat and then you get into the HQ. Once you do, we'll want to head on over west, over this way, to find the bobblehead, or the bobblehead? I was doing bobbleheads earlier. No, the astoundingly awesome Tails do 5% extra damage with the Cryolator. Now, the Cryolator is only got in Vault 111 at the start of the game. You can use dog meat to bypass the Master Lock. And it's quite a rare ammo to find. But 5% is 5% if you do one for that. This one is When Apes Go Bananas, a gorilla at my patrol car. I would love if they actually did full stories like this. Could you imagine buying these comics? Bethesda missed out on big, like, well, they couldn't charge $29 for it, I'd imagine, but maybe for a paperback copy. Anyway, let's go to the next one. Next, we're at the Sentinel site at the bottom left corner of the map. Don't worry, you simply have to walk straight in and you can basically nab this bobblehead without much problems. And plus, the bonus it gives is epic. Let's go. You are simply 2 doors away from the easiest magazine to pick up. The only not easy part is getting to the Sentinel site, because obviously you have to brave the radiation, and the bonus from this magazine just makes the radiation easier once you actually leave the building. So we'll press the button, fling the door open, and just lob ourselves over down to the wee terminals here. Be sure to pick up the blast door override if you need that, and then read this: The Giant Insects Invade, another awesome looking comic. You can see the area all overgrown in the background. Gives +5 to radiation resistance. Can't be bad at that. Okay, next up we're going to the East Boston Preparatory School, which is not there. I think it's much further north. Where's the East Boston? It's over there. Yep. See? You'd like to think of the R's I put in. I know where it is. So it's over towards the Boston airport, just north of it. Let's go grab it. Once you arrive over at the East Boston Preparatory School, enter through the main entrance. We'll have to fight our way through a number of raiders. In order to get to the top floor, it's in the computer room in the southeast corner. And it's a natural progression as you clear your way through this. So just follow my lead and we'll jog past everybody. This entire school was pretty much decked out for Halloween. Pretty cool, some of the wee things you can find. I'll even show you a wee Easter egg just whilst we're at it. If we zoom through here, going into the bathroom, if you go to the final stall, you can find this wee scene with some pumpkins, and the mannequins seem to be stuffing bubblegum down the toilet. Just a cool wee sight, to say the least. So the Astoundingly Awesome Tales located over here means Radaway heals 5% extra. So it's pretty good. This is called Rest of the Radiated? The what? The Rise of the Radiated. That's what it is. Awesome. Alright, we've got a few more editions to go. The next one will involve going into the Institute. You've been warned. Right, so we're in the Institute and we're just going to head upstairs. Now, in terms of bonuses, this book is probably bottom of the barrel when it comes to every magazine in the entire game. Unless you're doing survival, Dogmeat isn't really going to die and he's going to get it back up anyway. But let's just say that you want this and you're a completionist like myself. Well, you'll first want to figure out where you're going. Straight into this room, over here, and boom, you've got it. Have Dog Will Travel, $29, issue 12. Alright, so the next two ones are much easier. Creator of Adam and the Trinity Church, so we'll head over there now. Ghouls are a constant pain in the ass when you're playing this game, but luckily, if you head on over to the bottom left corner of the map, to the crater of Adam, we'll be able to pick up something that deals with the ghoul problem. I believe it also works on, well, anyone that's ghoulified, so yeah, it's all good to go. This one, Cursed of the Burned. Again, pretty awesome art on this one. Would love to have seen Bethesda do these as hardback editions. They did posters and a few other things, but nothing major. That was a real thing they missed out on. Right, let's go pick up the very last one. This is it, ladies and gentlemen, the final book. It can be found at Trinity Plaza in Trinity Church. Why they nicknamed this place Plaza and not Trinity Church, considering that's the main location here, I'll never know. But this book does deal 5% extra damage to super mutants, which is incredible. And to find it, all you have to do is fight through a lot of super mutants. I mean, did you expect this to be a pretty easy going thing if you want to get extra damage against super mutants? And considering that the nearby building of Trinity Tower is here, it's a perfect thing to pick up before you go rescue Strong and get the strength bobblehead. And there we go. This one's called Drive-In Love Interrupted Rise of the Mutants, and obviously they're being held up by a behemoth. Awesome book, awesome art. This has been a great wee series. I'll see you all in the next one. Thank you for watching.